So the hold on special teams backs them up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got an open man here. It's K.J. Hamler. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Ronald Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
And his first carry He loses the football. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Quickly into the hands of Beckham.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Six 0 our score after one. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okuegbuna, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. This time the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, these two teams, they met up in Denver earlier this season with the Broncos winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
53 yards on the ground for him so far. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one swung out to Williams.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
On 1st down, Jones. Always got some breathing room. A big run there by Jones. So he nearly took it. The distance gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And they try to sweep to Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds here. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Charger drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. He'll look to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll have a decent amount of time, 55 seconds to work with to try to at least get down into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Raekwon McMillan gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
44, Mike, 44. 6 man. Check curls, check. 60 bison.
2nd and 14. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
I'm coming after you. Slow. No. Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert O, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
there he goes, left side. 30. 10. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On second down now, it's Jones, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Again, it's Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
To throw again on second down. Herbert eluding the pressure right.
On Herbert, his third interception.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. He's doing that in this game.
Tackle by Chris Harris, who, of course, used to play for these Broncos.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 14. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And McManus able to put it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw here, Herbert rolling to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Flush to his right.
This will be caught. Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Charger drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold